Hey guys, what's up? Chris Zoupa here. Today we're going to be looking at a rockin' song by Killswitch Engage called Hate by Design. Quite delightful. Let's take a look. Alright guys, before we get too excited, we just need to talk about the tuning, which is D standard, which goes D, G, C, F, A, D. So get yourself in tune and we'll get started. Alright guys, let's have a look at the first section. I want to start off with sort of a bent double stop on the second string and the third from 14th fret. We're going to do that twice. At the end of that, I'm going to do a cheeky double stop on 12 of the second and the third string, and then jump to 14 of the fourth. So all together. At the end of that, I work into this arpeggio. Cheeky minor 7th there. I'm going to play 14 of the 4th, 12 of the 3rd and the 2nd. And then that's going to end on 15 of the 2nd string. At the end of that, I work into this phrase. So I've got a quick grace note slide from 15 to 13 on the 2nd string. And then I want to go 12, 10. And then I've got a grace note slide from 10 to 12. And then it goes 10, 8. So all together from the arpeggio. Let's try it from the double stops at the start now. Okay, then after that we work into this fun pull-offy leg. Let's go through this slowly. I'm going to start off on 5th fret of the 2nd string. I'm going to play 5 and then a pull-off to open, and then hammer to 3, and I'm going to do the same idea 3 times. At the end of the 4th group of that, which is going to have a slight variation, I'm going to pull off 5 to the open note, and then hammer to 8, and that's going to get us into position for the next group. And this whole little lick with these pull-offs is going to have 3 of the same, and then on the 4th variation, we're going to have a little change note, which is going to give us the position shift to get to the next chunk. So let's go through this slowly. We're going to go same thing 3 times. 4th variation, jumping to 8, and then I've got the same thing from this next point. I'm going to go 12, pull off open, and then hit 8. I'm going to do that 3 times. On the 4th group, I'm going to go 12, pull off, and then jump to 5. So all together. Okay, then from the next group, I'm going to go 8, open, 5, 3 times. On the next one, I go 8, open, 7. And then the last group, I'm going to play 10, open, 7, 3 times. And then the last one, actually, that one's exactly the same 4 times. So that's the only exception to the rule, is the last one actually ends where it should. All right, so let's try the pull-off idea, and then we'll go back to the double stops at the start of the section, put it all together, and then do some tabs as well. All right, really slowly from the top. Here we go. One more time with some tabs. Alright guys, let's have a look at the second section. I want to start off with 2 bends from 15 of the 2nd string. The second one goes down, and then I want to pull off to 12 there. At the end of that, a big bend from 15 again, but with some vibrato at the top. All together. Okay, after that I work into this phrase. I love it so much. Anyway, we're going to be repeating this 12-13 note on the 2nd string quite a few times, and then just changing what we're doing on the 1st string. So I'm going to start off by playing 12-13 on the 2nd and jumping to 17 at the 1st. Then I do it again with a very similar idea, but this time I go to 15 of the first. Now the next thing I'm going to do, as you can see, very similar idea, 12, 13 again. Then I play 14 of the first string. Then I go 12, 13 again, but then bend 14 of the first string. At the end of that, I bring that bend down to all together. Hopefully that's all making sense. Let's have a look what we've got from the start, and then we'll add the last chunk of this section. Okay, after that we work into sort of an Iron Maiden-y lick, this kind of also tiny bit hammered-y as well. We'll take it slowly, starting off quite pentatonically. I'm playing 17, 12, 15, 12 on the first string, and then I quickly jump to 15 of the second string, and then back down to 12 of the first. Pretty much working in perfect 16ths or semiquavers there, and I want to do that group of 6 twice, and then I'm going to end on a group of 4. So I'm just going to do the first 4 notes, which was 17, 12, 15, 12. So what we're going to try now is 2 groups of 6 and then a group of 4. Nice big group of 16 there. Then I do a very similar idea with the same timing. I'm going 19, 15 on the first, 17, 15 at the first. And the string change there is 17 at the second and back down to 15. So I'm going to go. And once again, I'm going to do 2 groups of 6 and then a group of 4. And my group of 4 is going to be 19, 15, 17, 15. So that group now is going to go very similar to that lick in the Trooper, actually. So here we go. From the start of this chunk. That's basically the whole section. Let's try it relatively slowly, and then we'll do it again even slower with some tabs. One more time with some tabs. All right, section 3, the crazy tapping. This is super fun and nice and delightful. We're going to start off with kind of a Randy kind of tap pulse. Randy Rhoads, that double tap. I'm going to play 17 of the first string and pull off to 15. I'm going to do that twice. And then after that, I'm going to roll back 14, 12. So we're going to go the double tap and then a roll 15, 14, 12. I'm going to do that twice. Okay, a very similar idea on the second string. I'm going to double tap 17 again, but I'm going to pull off 15, 13, 12. And that idea only goes once, so we're going to go. Hopefully that's making sense. Now the third group, I'm going to play 17 of the third string again with the tap. I'm going to do a double tap there, but I'm going to pull off to 16 twice. And at the end of that, 14, 12. So we're going to have the first string twice, and the second string once, and the third string once with that idea. So let's do what we've got thus far nice and slow. Hopefully that's all making sense. Then I go out of the double tap idea in the ending. That's all single taps and some strange hammer-ons and stuff. So what I've got here is I'm tapping 17 of the second string. I pull off to 15, and then I hammer back to 17, which is kind of weird because I'm going tapping hand and then hammering back into the same note with my fretting hand. So I'm going tap 17, 15, 17, and then after that I play 15, 13 as a pull-off. And I'm going to carry that idea over a few strings. When I get to the third string, I'm going to tap 17, pull off to 16, whoop, and then I hammer 17, pull off to 16, and then roll to 14. And I do exactly the same thing on the fourth string. Tap 17, 16, 17, 16, 14. So all together. A little bit slower, Chris. At the end of that, I slide to 12 on the fourth string, jump to 14 of the fifth, and then slide from 12 to 14 on the fourth string. So all together from that recent chunk. Let's try and do it from the start of the section relatively slowly, and then again even slower with some tabs. One more time with some tabs. And that was the solo from Hate by Design. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you got the chance, please click the links into the description to my Facebook group and my Patreon. Take care, guys.